Ah, yes, the war between DC and Marvel continues. Well, not really a war, just more of a competition battle. What is going on, you guys? It's yours truly, The Real Sakurai, and the reason why I say it is because we're getting back to the comic side of this channel, and what better way than to finally react to this video, Doctor Strange versus Doctor Fate, Death Battle by Screw Attack. I'm not even going to waste any time. Let's do this right now. Dunzo Bunzo.
The art of magic is a perplexing thing.
Yes, it is.
Only those with the right knowledge, talent, and willpower can truly claim to be the most powerful wizards of all.
That's right. Hashtag Harry Potter.
The Sorcerer Supreme
Hashtag
of
Harry
Marvel
Potter.
Comics.
And Dr. Fate,
I love
DC's
Dr.
defender of cosmic
I'm all for
order.
Doctor Strange.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Dr. Stephen Strange wasn't just any brilliant neurosurgeon, he was the very best.
Too bad he was also a prick who cared more about the money he made than the patients he worked on.
Yeah, he was an
Sensational
asshole.
patients bring recognition. Recognition brings money, and money keeps Wellhaven stores open.
Can't blame him though. When your entire family kicks the bucket one by one like Stevens did, it's kinda hard to get attached to anybody else. Also, money's just great.
Strange's talent at the operating table earned him celebrations worldwide. His work became more expensive, and his bank account rose into the millions.
And then...
Oh yeah, that.
Don't text and drive, kids. Strange survived, but his hands got terrible nerve damage, making them useless for complex tasks like, oh, I don't know, surgery. Pretty inconvenient.
To find a cure, Strange spent his entire fortune and traveled the globe until he found the Ancient One. He had heard of this man's befuddling mystic healing powers, and at this point, he was up for trying anything.
Right.
But the old dude refused to cure him. Instead, he offered to teach Strange how to use magic himself and become a superhero. Who needs hands when you have magic?
Through his training, Strange discovered many secrets of the universe, along with plenty of handy spells. He has learned so many charms, jinxes, enchantments, conjurations, hexes, and incantations that it would be impossible to list them all now, but he certainly has his favorites.
Like the nearly unbreakable bands of Sidorak. Unless you're super strong like the Hulk or Thanos, no way you're snapping these chains.
He can surround foes in everlasting fire with the flames of Faltine, launch energy shots called the Bolts of Balthak,
You hear say Bossack?
knock
Ah!
out foes with the Mists of Morpheus, and shield himself using the 7 Rings of Ragador.
Who the hell came up with these spell names? Whatever happened to plain old Abracadabra? Everybody loves that one.
Other techniques of his include illusions, hypnotism, projective force fields, telekinesis, immortality, time manipulation, power stealing, teleportation, dimensional travel, transmutation,
master-
spell nullification.
he's the master
And he
wizard.
can turn himself into a ghost.
Well, he's a sorcerer, honestly. So.
That's his astral form, a
Yes.
projection of Strange's soul separate from his body, which defies the laws of physics.
Look, Wiz, he can go through walls and fly around. That's a ghost.
To invoke these spells, Strange
That's a
audibly
ghost.
calls upon the powers of the Vishanti, 3 godly beings of enormous power.
Oh, that was a
Vishanti?
kitty.
I summon 4 of the shielding powers of the Vishanti.
Vashanti.
Impressive. They sure puts Mysterio's hocus pocus to shame.
Anyway, after many years of study, Strange's mentor was slain by a creepy hentai monster, and Strange was granted the title of Sorcerer Supreme.
Oh, wow.
It's like a normal sorcerer with all the toppings.
As Sorcerer Supreme, Strange was deemed the most powerful magic user and defender of the world. To better perform his duties, he carries numerous magical artifacts which assist him in battle.
The Cloak of Levitation lets him fly without magic and has a mind of its own, like Aladdin's magic carpet, but way more stylish. The Wand of Watum amplifies his powers, and the Axe of Angaroru must...
He's got a wand and an
Grow
axe?
mystical
Oh my
beings.
goodness.
Fun fact, Strange found that axe in my ex-wife's old witch cave. I mean
What?
apartment.
But most versatile of all is the Eye of Agamotto. With this amulet, Strange can perceive any truth, absorb massive amounts of energy, enhance his psychic powers, and fire a light that can weaken and obliterate magical entities.
If you haven't noticed, Doctor Strange is super powerful. With all this magical mumbo jumbo, he's taken on some of the biggest threats in the universe.
Yes, he has.
Set me free. No, I've come to bargain.
And if he ever gets stuck, he basically just rewrites the rules of reality, which is probably what happens when you divide by zero.
That's not even possible.
Exactly! It's Magic Whiz. Anything can happen.
Strange's astral form has traveled across the planet in, quote, precious seconds, putting him
Wow.
at several million miles per hour.
Even better, when Adam Warlock once used an Infinity Gem to banish Strange to the far reaches of the universe, Strange just cast a spell that zoomed him all the way back. So yeah, F you, Adam.
Given what we
Yeah.
see here, Doctor Strange was most likely sent to a void, or a large empty area between galaxies. The void where our galaxy resides is about 2 billion light years in diameter, with the Milky Way set relatively close to the center. Based on Strange's conversation here, we can assume a generously short time frame of 5 seconds. So, Strange must have moved over 4.2 septillion miles per hour.
That's crazy.
6 quadrillion times the speed of light.
Damn! Oh, how about that time he ripped the soul out of his arch nemesis and sent him back in time? Or when he restored his cloak of levitation from mere scraps? Or when he beat up Galactus and totally scrambled his brain?
With
What?
his immense magical prowess, Strange has
He
survived
scrambled
blasts
Galactus's
from Voltron,
brain?
a robot with the power to move stars, and even withstood a supernova. At minimum,
That's
an exploding
crazy.
star outputs over 350 septillion gigatons of TNT. That's 6 octillion times greater than the Tsar Bomba, the most powerful nuclear weapon ever made.
Not impressed yet? Well, Strange can manipulate and detonate stars himself. That's right, this guy uses supernovas as weapons.
Wow.
Strange is exceptionally clever, and while his physique is not superhuman, it's worth noting that he is a talented athlete and martial artist. This is important as the use of magic can wear down the magician's body if it is unfit. His
True.
immortality has also proved incredibly useful.
I'll say, he's looking pretty good for a guy born in the 1930s.
More than that, at one point Strange was recruited by the Vishanti to fight in a magical war, which lasted 5,000 years.
What?
Holy shit! I hope he got some really good veterans benefits after that. But for real, this guy has the power to protect the universe and reshape it however he wants. I know which doctor I'm calling the next time I'm sick.
He's winning this fight. Doctor Strange is winning this fight.
Sorcerer Supreme.
He's winning this fight. I don't care. I don't care
Tell me,
what
Big
Dr.
Sid,
Fate
do you
has.
believe in fate?
I only believe in one thing, Wiz. 18-year, 100-proof whiskey.
Well, after accompanying his father on an archaeological expedition in Mesopotamia, 12-year-old Kent Nelson certainly did.
Instead of digging up boring old artifacts like tools or pottery, Kent uncovered a 10-billion-year-old god. Too bad waking him up also gassed Kent's dad to death.
This slumbering god was Nabu, a Lord of Order born from the very beginning of the universe.
Okay.
While Nabu normally cares little about the universally inconsequential concerns of individual humans, this time was different. Nabu took the newly orphaned Kent under his wing and taught him the ways of magic.
Oh, sweet! I'd take a god dad over an ordinary one any day.
Oh.
But really, I'd just take any dad.
Though Nabu wasn't too keen on the actual parenting part of the deal, so he just magicked Kent into a full-grown adult over the course of a week.
Does that mean he got hit with all those years of awkward puberty all at once?
So he just
My
made him
God.
an adult because he
Talk about
couldn't
a mood
stand
swing.
raising
To
him.
master the mystic arts, Nabu granted Kent 3 ancient relics. First and foremost, Kent donned the golden helmet of fate.
Well, Kent woke up the physical body. Nabu's soul is actually inside this helmet. So when Kent put it on, his spirit merged with Nabu's and they became Dr. Fate.
Wow. And apparently, according to this
He's
video,
12.
Nabu was created
He
8
can't be a doctor
other
yet,
Dr.
right?
Fates.
Well, in time, he became a trained physician and achieved a PhD in archaeology.
Good for him. Anyway, he's also got the Cloak of Destiny, which gave him flight, super strength, and superhuman durability.
Lastly, he received the Amulet of Anubis, a talisman which increases Fate's powers, counters opposing magic, and can launch an intense beam of magical firepower. It also
Okay.
houses its own pocket dimension, where the souls of past Dr. Fates reside.
Oh yeah, lots of people have worn that shiny helmet, and not all of them were doctors. Even Kent's wife Inza got in on the magic action.
Wow.
Kent is, like, the main one, so we're sticking with him.
As Dr. Fate, Kent became the immortal champion of the supernatural Lords of Order in their fight against the vile Lords of Chaos.
And he learned tons of wacky wizard skills he can use with just a thought. Perfect for putting chaos gods in their place.
Fate can use telekinesis, cast illusions, erect force fields, hypnotize foes, read minds, teleport vast distances, create an astral projection of himself, travel through time and dimensions, and even manipulate matter at a molecular level.
Let's face it, Wiz, he's so powerful he can basically do whatever the hell he wants. Like that time he did a Freaky Friday body swap with Blue Beetle like it was nothing. He can even conjure up Superman's Kryptonian powers for himself. That's right, this guy can just decide to be Superman for a day.
That's
His mighty
crazy.
magic, Fate has turned buildings into dust, thrown a planet into a sun, and physically held back the destruction of the universe.
The helmet, just the helmet, once flew through space so fast it reached the velocity of God, and then bounced off the edge of the universe. What the hell does that even mean?
Pause. What? What? It reached the velocity of God? Just the helmet. Okay.
Regenerated his body from a single thought, withstood hits from the likes of Superman and Ultraman, and somehow survived in a dimension of reality where literally nothing exists.
Who the hell is writing this crap?
Also, when DC decided to reboot
Yeah.
their entire comic line, Fate was one of the only characters to survive the crisis that literally collapsed the multiverse.
But he does have one big weakness. The helmet is Nabu, and Nabu is the source of Fate's powers. So if you remove the helmet, he loses his magic.
For the most part, Kent does possess
Okay,
some
so-
magical ability of his own, like telekinesis and super strength, but he's not even remotely close to the potential of Dr. Fate. And even
Right.
further from the true Fate. When the souls of a man, a woman, and a god come together, in this case Kent, Inza, and Nabu, they create Dr. Fate's ultimate state of being. An entity with enough power to rip the universe apart and effortlessly overpower other Lords of Order and Chaos.
What in the
Sadly,
fuck?
Like all Menage a Trois scenarios, keeping this going for too long could destroy all three of them. So Fate doesn't go final form unless he absolutely has to.
Still, the people of the cosmos can sleep easy knowing Fate is on their side.
Fuck. Okay, so without the helmet, he's no good.
Let me show you, my friend.
Without the helmet, that's what I'm saying. So Strange still got this, because he doesn't necessarily need any trinkets to do stuff. He doesn't necessarily need it.
Oh, it's time for a death
All right, let's do it.
battle!
Doctor Strange, let's go. Let's go, Doctor Strange. You can beat him. You can beat him.
It has come to my attention that there are two sorcerer supremes in this existence. I am here to resolve this embarrassment.
I see somebody needs a lesson in manners.
Yes. Teach him, Strange. 'Cause without that helmet, he can't do much. He lets you have your fun. Thank you. He was letting you have your fun, okay?
Fool, you are merely a doctor. I am a god.
Yup. Literally a magic battle. That's right. Summon the Water Strange. They're in Star Wars? Okay. Chuck and Seconds are still fighting in within the stars. If you can see their constellation that was in the back. They're in Dragon Ball?
Your power now.
Ah, yes, the cape. And took the helmet off.
So the god is just a man in disguise. Let's see how you fare with him. Shut up! Oscar, grab me the Crimson Mask and sit around!
Friend once told me the helmet doesn't make the man.
Oh, hell no. Don't.
But I will use it!
Really?
Witness your true fate!
So now he's gonna combine. Okay. Come on, Strange. You can beat him. You can beat him, Strange.
I can't stop you here. Maybe in there.
That's right.
By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth. Where am I?
Dr. Strange, welcome to our world.
Come on, Strange. No! No! Oh, that's bullshit!
So, don't doctors take an oath to never take a life or whatever?
Analyzing this matchup was bizarre. You might even say it was...
That's bullshit!
strange.
No.
Save the
That's
puns, Wiz,
bullshit.
my
No.
job. But yeah, both these
Screw Attack,
doctor
I'm not
were
with
so
this at all.
stupidly powerful, trying to find their limit was like looking for a needle in a haystack. But nobody remembered to put the needle there in the first
Fuck that shit.
With their
The
maximum
helmet.
potential seemingly
No.
unmeasurable, it's easy to make an argument for either one to win. If given the chance, Strange could have certainly, say, stolen Fate's powers, or maybe even just willed him out of existence.
I bet plenty of Strange fans are letting us know how in the comments below.
And that's fine, but Death Battle looks at the larger picture to find the most likely outcome of them all, and Fate simply held the advantage on a grander scale.
Bruh!
May have fought
You
a
didn't even give
5,000-year war,
let
but
Strange
Noah's been around
use
since the
any of his
beginning the
other
universe.
spells.
Over 10 billion years. He definitely had way more experience.
Fate also had the advantage of casting the
Fuck
majority of
you.
the spells non-verbally, while many of Strange's required specific hand movements and incantations. Still, it was only a matter of time until the Eye of Agamotto informed Strange of Fate's one weakness.
Depowering him wasn't as easy as you'd think. He had his own magic, and his superhuman
You didn't
strength
even-
was something
he-
Strange didn't
you
have
didn't
at
even
all.
let Strange
Basically,
use his
anything
two,
Strange could do, Fate could do too. But
his
even
two
more.
other
Remember how
items that
Strange
apparently
cast a
he
spell which
had.
moved him 6 quadrillion times the speed of light?
Yep. Now remember how Fate's helmet flew from Earth to the edge of the universe and back?
It took about 1 year to make this trip. Given the estimated scope of the observable and unknown universe, a trip of this magnitude would require the helm to fly nearly 28 decillion times the speed of light. That's over 4 quintillion times faster than Strange.
Look at it this way. Strange was a man borrowing the powers of a god, while Fate's a god borrowing a man. Plus, that power boost with Inza's soul from the amulet put Fate on a level above the gods in his universe. Something Strange can't really do himself.
Both Doctor Strange and Dr. Fate possess incomprehensibly impressive
I feel like
magic,
they're missing
but
something.
Fate held
They're
more
definitely
experience,
missing
greater
something
physical
that they're
abilities,
they're
and a
not
wider range of talents.
looking
Which
at,
left Steven stuck
because
with
they're
a
missing
strange
something
twist of
completely.
fate.
The winner is Dr. Fate.
They're missing something else. They're definitely missing
Thanks
it.
for watching, guys. If you want
Missing
exclusive commentary
something.
on this episode, click that box.
Definitely,
right over
without question. And it's not me being salty because I'm a Marvel fan and because I'm a fan of Doctor Strange. No. Y'all just said that it took the helmet a year to go around to loop around the Earth. When you just said in the same breath that Strange literally beamed himself from another universe back into where Adam Warlock was. I don't care what type of calculations you have. That doesn't make sense when you just said it took the helmet a year to get right back around to where it was, and Strange only went 6 times the speed of light. And you just said that apparently the helmet went faster than God, but it took a year to go around the Earth. That doesn't make any sense to me. And as far as the helmets go, the helmet goes, it's literally an item on a man. Strange is still a man that knows magic. So with that logic, Strange had the upper hand because he could still use magic. If Fate's causes is all the helmet's doing, then what chances he have once the helmet is off? What chances he have when the helmet is off? Doesn't make any sense. That makes no sense. I got a feeling Seth the programmer said something about this, and you know what? I have no doubts that he's gonna probably debunk this, because this doesn't make any sense. Well, not even debunk it, but just explain what they missed out, what they didn't bother to put on here. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I'm not even salty that Strange didn't win. I'm mad at the fact that Screw Attack brought up something that they didn't even bother to use, and overlooked something that they didn't even bother to relook at. Anyway, this has been The Real Sakurai, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.